Let's be honest, you are not lazy. You start strong, but you quit halfway. And this is what actually the reason is. You might not even be able to be consistent for the next few months, maybe a year. Because the brutal truth here is, the motivation, which is not even going to save you furthermore. And here is the what actually I'm going to mention is few of the things why you have always been struggled through being consistent and disciplined, what you actually wanted to get towards the destination which you have already decided of. Because I'm also going to share one of my stories which happened last few months and which will get you to click into your head that what actually stopped me to not to be consistent in this series. Because it's been more than 2 months, I have not even uploaded a single videos in this platform. And I'm just going to reveal what actually made me to not to be consistent enough and what actually would be the situation that we have to follow through to be consistent enough for the next 1 year, maybe 2 to 3 years, and whatever the long-term goal you have for the next 5 to 10 years. Actually, we all get started and get very excited to start something new. It might be you have scheduled one of the routine to go to the gym every single day. It might be something waking up early in the morning at 5 or 4, whatever it is for you that works for you. It might be something you decided, okay, we'll have to read every single day any kind of books which you love reading. And it might help you in your personal as well as the professional career to grow as you have been reading the books. Whatever the thing which you set for yourself and you continue it for the next 2 to 3 days, maybe after 4 days, it all stopped. And the reason behind is you couldn't even stop. You couldn't even make yourself to be consistent enough. After that, you tell yourself you will start by tomorrow. You even have the idea that, okay, we'll have to start by Monday itself. But that Monday is going to turn into the next month. And here is the truth, no one generally gets it to the point that motivation is just a temporary thing which gets you started, but the discipline and consistency is what actually matters. Discipline is something which is kind of system, the engine, and your consistency fuels these engines. So you must be first aware that where you have been spending your most of the time with and what actually you need to stay consistent for the thing which you have already started with. And all those things is going to be working fine if you first dedicated yourself, if you first have committed yourself to be consistent enough. Because we already know why you are not consistent, because you don't have the belief. If you have the belief, you might have consistent enough for the years. You can take one of the examples which I have mentioned in the last videos, that you become consistent for the next 10 to 15 years to complete your academics, that you are sure that after completion of your graduation you're going to get any kind of jobs. But when it comes to building your own career itself, you're not even ready to give at least few months. The starting point would be 6 months. If you could be so much consistent on 6 months on any of the thing, it might get you ahead of 90% of the peoples. You have not even realized it. But I have also experienced this when I was in my academics, not in academics. When I was just about to complete my academics and was focusing on something different things. So if you are not progressing, it's not because you lack the confidence. It's just because you lack the consistency. But what actually the discipline is? We just have to get into these things. It is not a punishment. It is your commitment. It is what is, we could say, that your self-respect. The more you respect yourself, whatever you have given your word for yourself, and you're just going to take the actions, that is what your self-respect is. That will boost your confidence itself. You just have to keep your word, what you have been saying. Even if it's a small word, maybe you decided to be consistent for the next 1 month to go to the gym. Even if it might be possible for you to go for at least 10 to 15 minutes, start with your home. Do exercise it. And if you're consistent enough, you will get to see the results. Otherwise, or else there is no such hope that we could get something. And the discipline is not the punishment. It's your self-respect. You wake up early in the morning, it doesn't simply means that you are going to suffer. Just because your dreams or maybe your destination is way more important than your sleep. Just be honest with yourself. And I have just one question. Are your actions aligned with your goals or the destination? If it is not, just ask yourself, and then after, take a resolution to start working on this, because I have also experienced the same. And here is one of the myths about the consistency. It is not something like you have to be perfect every single day. We all are human beings, right? Even if you miss one of the days in between, that's okay. You just have to start by next after day. But always remember one thing. If you were not able to continue one day, and if you're again being continued, that you are not able to be one who is continue for the next 1 days, then again it is going to be build one of the habits, and that is what will be causing you the most to not to be consistent. So be aware of this. It also matters the most. The consistency is all about giving up on every single day, even if it might make you feel not to do, but you will have to show up every single day. There is no such excuses, and most people don't fail just because they are not talented. They just fail because they stop. We can consider one of the example of J.K. Rowling. Even after 12 rejection, again he saw up and tried it. And now we can see the history. So you might have the question that how to build consistency and discipline. So here is the just 4 points. If you could remember this and apply the same in your daily life, you will get to see the results, because it made me, and I'm just going to make it happen for you as well. So the first one here is just start small. You might be thinking that in order to be the one who would be reading books every single day, at least 20 pages, you don't have to go with 20 pages. You just have to pick 1 page every single day for the next 1 week, and then after you could increase it to the next 2 pages every single day. And that's how you just have to keep going on, and will have to take very small actions, even if it might makes you feel dumb. And the second point here is track whatever the discipline which you are going to be consistent of. Have one of the notepad or maybe the notebooks, so that you will be able to track it. You don't have to track 10 habits, just one at a time. And the third one here is build the identity, not just the habits. Because when you say I'm trying to wake up early in the morning, you don't have to do something like, you just have to say something, I am the type of person who honors my commitment. That's how you are going to get it. You just have to change your mindset shift, and that's all it takes. And the fourth one is, we have already covered, never ever fall off twice. Once it's okay and manageable. If you do it twice, it is again becoming one of the habits. So be careful of this. and then definitely you will get to know your outcome itself, because you also have been tracking your schedule. And if you have been waiting for so long to get motivated on starting something new, just keep going on with your commitment. You just have to start something, a smaller commitment. You commit yourself and you do this. This is what actually the inner confidence is. You don't even have the realization, but this actually becoming the one who is causing you to be more confident than any other external factor is. I have already experienced this, because consistency is something. When I was learning software development and I had no such degree at that time, I was just showing up every single day. Even if it was taking me 20 minutes, I was just showing up for the next 2 to 3 years. And then after becoming a software developer was a bit of task for me. You might feel uncomfortable, but you just have to keep going on. That's the key. And if you really have dropped the waiting of the motivation to start something, then please let me know in the comment sections, and I will go through that. And due to some reasons, I was not consistent in this series, but now I have just committed to myself at least 2 videos. I'm just going to upload in this platform no matter how, because last 2 months I was so busy with some other task, maybe related to the projects which we have been working with. But now from today onwards, for the next 4 to 5 months, I'm just going to be counting my words, that whatever I have committed, I just have to keep it up. And that is what actually going to give me one of the real confidence and motivation of. You don't just get the motivation by waiting for something perfect moment. You just get it by working on something, and then after on the feedback you're getting the motivations. So that's what actually I'm going to be mentioning here. So thank you very much the time which you have given to yourself, and definitely we'll see you very soon. Till then, have a nice life.